everyone, True here. Today I thought I would show you how easy it is to make a quick little card with the sentimental flower set that released today at Clear Dollar Stamps. It's got lots of different elements that you can mix and match together to create cute little cards. And we also have SVG cut files now that you can download. And I have, oh, they make it so quick and easy. I have already cut and stamped the tulip and a couple of leaves just to save time and for the video's sake. And then I've also stamped the image on a piece of paper. And all I've done is take the individual pieces that I wanted and put them all together on a stamp, and then stamp them all at once. Another thing I'm going to show you today is mixing Tombow colors. I did this card a few days ago, and I love the color of that rose. I did this card with watercolors, but I wanted to use Tombows today. And my colors, I don't have the colors that I need in my Tombows. I've got, I think, about every Tombow color there is, but they just wasn't quite the color that I wanted. For instance, on the pinks, 743 was too bright, and 757 was too dark. Same thing with the leaves. It just wasn't quite the right color. So what I have done, I've showed you using the acrylic block before for picking color up, but you can also blend on it. So I'm taking 743 and 757 and scribbling some color onto the acrylic block of each one. And then I'm taking a paintbrush with water and just mixing them. And then I'll do the same thing with the greens. 098 and 126. And that gets about the color that I want for the leaves. I'm going to use a water brush today. Because I'm using regular paper and not watercolor paper, I've always recommended that you use watercolor paper, but there's some instances where I use regular white cardstock, and this is one of them. I'm going to do a white card, and I can't find watercolor paper white enough to make me happy, and if I'm using other whites, it really shows up as yellow. So I'm using regular paper, and that's the reason I'm using the water brush, so I can keep the paper wet and keep the flow going. I'll show you an example of what I mean. Like, for instance, on these colors here, I've already put the Tombow color down, and when you go to try to blend it, it blends and pulls color out, but there's a definite line, and I don't want that much of a line left on my image. So by pulling it off of the acrylic block, you can work quicker, and it doesn't soak in as much, so that you don't get those lines. Now I've tacked these images down with a little bit of double-sided sticky tape so that they'll stay in place and not wiggle around much. You just lay in your shadow areas. And I'm just taking a little color off of my brush and then going back, picking it up and smoothing it in. And then just pick up more as you need it. Just hit where you think there would be shadow. And then go back and fill it in. Okay, and since I'm stacking these pieces, I'm popping them up, I'm just going to hit the edges of this over here in case anything shows out from under the, where the foam tape lifts it up. You don't have to do the whole image because the whole image will never show. And then I'm rinsing my water brush. And I'm going to pick up some green and do the stem. This stem says, if friends were flowers, I'd pick you. There are several other stems that say different things. There's a Happy Mother's Day, a thinking and praying about you, happy birthday, lots of cute little sentiments that you can use for your whatever occasion. The leaves, the same thing. You hit your shadow areas. And then pull the color over. Actually, I didn't have to do that one. That was one of the underneath ones. Practice. We'll just say that I was practicing. I don't mind leaving it a little blotchy. That just shows the watercolor effect, which I like. And then pull your color back up. Now, if I would have had the perfect colors for that I wanted, I would have only had to have used 2 markers. So, you know, this would be a good set that you could, you know, try your hand at Tombow's to see if you liked them. You could just get 2 markers and give it a try. If you're picky about me and like me about my colors, you might want to blend them as I've shown you in this example. Okay, then we'll go up and hit this little guy. I think looks like I've got just about enough left to get my grass painted, and I'm not real particular about that. Grass is kind of sloppy and messy anyhow. Just pull the color in. How quick and easy was that? If you have multiple cards to make, or if you're in a big hurry to get a card done, this set worked perfect for that. I'll take some double-sided foam tape and pop the flower and the leaves up, and then I've already cut an A2 card, and I've run a piece that's 1/4 of an inch smaller on both sides through my Cuttlebug and put some dots on it, and then I've just added a pretty little bow with a brad in the center, and then some jewels on the corners, and I will put this all together and it'll make a card that maybe you took 10 minutes top and somebody's really going to love. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Happy crafting and have a great day.